Okay, sorry about the long wait. We're finally getting started. Um, yeah, I took a while trying to figure out Hornet and how things were going to work. Um, I was going after various different parts of the game. Oh, we don't really have a whole lot of a starting soon screen. Give me a few minutes. Okay, I think everything's. I've had a while to make sure everything's working. So, I've probably waited way longer than I planned. Overall, um, I'm trying to get some things accomplished. The biggest thing for me on like Saturdays and whatnot is trying to figure out when to stream and what to stream and how long and am I going to stream normally or who's going to be online at the same time? Is there a risk for me to stream at this time or not? And yeah. Anyway, there's a lot of factors to figure out. Anyway, we're going to just kind of chat a little bit. As the title says, we're going to kind of take on Hornet. I don't know how well this is going to work. Honestly, it may not work at all, but we're going to switch out some charms. We're going to get some extra charms. We just kind of figured out what we're doing. I'm going to try get to Hornet before we get too far. Honestly, I haven't found the right combination of stuff to fight with Hornet. Um, and that's where I plan to go. I think I'm going to be better off going back across. Um, Sorry, I'm just trying to set some things up so I'm not just boring you with. I'm just trying to figure out how to... go through green path. Oh. I'm trying to get back to green path before we just kind of throw everything to the wolves. If you know anything about us streaming Hollow Knight, you know it was a game that was kind of a pain in the ass for me. I was afraid I almost stumbled back into a boss fight for a minute. Ah! Well, at least I know exactly where I am. We're going to go back and find our shadow. Basically the issue that I have right now as a VTuber, as a streamer, this kind of becomes a big issue, a much bigger issue over time. So at this point, I'm trying to figure out the best way to finish this stream because I've taken much longer on this. This is kind of a mix. We're going to be chatting, talking about upcoming things. Honestly, for me, I'd love to sit back and finish some various streams that I've worked on. That was easy. I'm trying to figure out the best way to avoid having a whole lot of extra. I need to find a stag station to get back over. I kind of forgot that you can't just randomly get to a stag station. I'm trying not to bore you all with all the extra leveling and everything. Because I'll be honest, level grinding is one of the worst things about trying to do a game like this. Ah, there we go. Head back to Green Path. And we'll try and save around Green Path at this point. The nice thing is, the spot where the stag station is right below where Hornet is. So fairly easy to level up. I just wish I understood. How best to work on this area. But honestly, I think now we're going to try and spend about 10 more minutes trying to not level grind per se, but get enough energy that if we get in trouble, get enough ability to heal that if we get into a troublesome spot, we can still survive. As a content creator and streamer, I don't exactly know what I'm doing. And I've talked about this a couple of times. what is the best way to beat Hornet? Honestly, right now, we're trying to finally beat Hornet. We're hopefully going to be able to some of the charms are not bad, but there are some charms that it's like there's no reason for them. Oh no. Oh. Okay. I know precisely where I am at this point, so having a little dot that shows me where I am isn't going to be too helpful. But at this point, we're going to so there's a couple of Moss Knights. Okay. That borders on one of the easiest fights I've had with that thing, but we did beat it. We will sit down and Okay. I think now we've spent about 20 minutes. I think the goal today is we're going to try and beat Hornet. That's kind of our big goal. Can we beat Hornet? Because honestly, if the answer is yes, that fixes a lot of things for us. Oh, that's right. I don't need that. Okay. I don't have to reset anything. I just need to make sure I don't have... I thought I was about to deal with something big. Um... Ah! So at this point, we have almost no reason to lose. Aside from our own idiocy. So the hardest thing with Hornet is trying to make sure you have enough health. And that gives us enough. Okay. I think we've done as much as I can right now, just trying to take on Hornet. We're going to see what we can do. Let's take on this boss. So we don't have an extra vessel fragment. We do have an extra vessel fragment, so we'll have to see how well this works. But the big thing that I want is there's two things. We'll be right back in a minute. I saw a blue creature. Ah! with this being where the stag station is, we're not too bad. There's some little blue flowers. Yep, there they are. Okay, we've got our extra health, and we'll try and beat Hornet. I do not guarantee success at this point. There's a stag station. Okay. Now, I think we'll jump out of chatting. It's sad that you all are not seeing the game, but there is a very specific reason why. Honestly, it's better this way for me, at least. If I'm not doing a whole lot on stream, I can still chat and talk and everything. Now, at this point, we are going to get started. Give me 1 second. BRB. Double check some things. It was wild to consider what I was streaming this time last year. Anyway,